One day, Mother called Little Red Riding Hood. She said, "Your grandma is not well. I want you to take some fruits, juices, and bread to her. But listen, when crossing the forest, I want you to be careful. Do not leave the path. Do not talk to strangers." "I'll surely be careful. I will not leave the path, and I'll not talk to strangers. I promise," Little Red Riding Hood said. Little Red Riding Hood set off with the basket, humming all the way. But when she came to the forest, she forgot the promise she had made to her mother. When she saw the beautiful flowers, she thought, "I'm sure Grandma will like some flowers." So saying, she started picking flowers and left the path that she had to take. A wolf was watching her all along. Suddenly, Red Riding Hood realized that she had lost her way. Just then, the wolf came to her. He greeted her and asked her where she was going. Red Riding Hood told him that she had lost her way. She said she was visiting her grandma, who lived on the other side of the forest. The wolf was wicked and cunning. He showed Red Riding Hood the way. He then quickly ran to Grandma's house. He locked Grandma in a cupboard and got into her bed. When Red Riding Hood arrived at Grandma's house, the house was open. She walked into Grandma's bedroom. She said, "Look, Grandma, I've brought some fruits and juice for you. How are you? Would you like me to help you?" She went closer to the bed. She saw two big eyes staring at her. She said, "What big eyes you have, Grandma?" And the wolf replied, "All the better to see you with." Then she noticed the big ears and she said, "What big ears you have, Grandma!" And to this the wolf said, "All the better to hear you with." She saw the big mouth and she said, "What a big mouth you have, Grandma!" To that the wolf replied, "All the better to eat you with." And the wolf pounced on Red Riding Hood. Red Riding Hood called out, "Help! Help!" A hunter heard her cries. He came rushing in. He killed the wolf and saved Red Riding Hood. They heard a thumping sound from the cupboard. They opened the cupboard and Grandma came out. Red Riding Hood hugged her grandma. They both then thanked the hunter.